Mr. Chair, back in December 3, there was a draft substitute bill already uh, made by the technical working group. However, uh, there are certain matters that we have asked our resource persons to update us or submit before the committee. Like, for example, for the CCP, uh, the TWG requested from them to submit a report on the use of the MFC and maybe a substitute report on feasibility study establishing similar creative facilities for the NCCA and PIA. As for the DPWH regarding the building design specifications. And for the DBM, uh, their comments regarding the required 1 billion funding. And for the FDCP, to provide language to repeal Section 4 of the FDCP Charter. That's all, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you for the recap, ComSec. Before you proceed, the chair recognizes Congressman Arjo Atayde. One more. Okay, great. So perhaps we can hear from the first resource person in chronological order based on your update, ComSec. Believe it was CCP. Could you update us based on the deliverables from the last meeting?
Good morning. Yes, for the first update regarding the use of the MFC, the Metro Manila Film Center. According to our top management, they are supportive of that possibility of having the film archive within the complex, as long as it's within the design of the the CCP complex development plan, which is still in the works right now. So I think there needs to be an interface maybe between this committee and our board members, our top management. So that's the first one. And then the second, pertaining to the study conducted way back 1996, 1997, 97, 98, we provided you a copy. We sent a hard copy of the study conducted by resource persons, researchers about the establishment of a film archive in the National Arts Center, Makiling, Mount Makiling. So it's here actually. We have also a hard copy. We sent it to your office in December. Last December 2024.
Okay, so is that a copy of the study? So it's quite thick, no?
This is our copy. It's a compilation of the study of that group, of that um there are a group of foreign experts and researchers, practitioners, including Miss Vicky, who's also part of it.
So some salient points from the study that maybe you can share offhand. That basically salient points that can help us improve the text of the current bill. Is there something that we are not taking into consideration given the expertise that was shared in the study?
Basta this study kasi has identified Mount Makiling as the most feasible place for us to build an archive. But Mount Makiling, the National Art Center, because it has the lowest humidity. Because we went around from Baguio, Tagaytay, and Laguna. And yun nga, siya yung pinakamababa yung humidity.
Mr. Chair, with regards to humidity control, yes, the place is important, but humidity control can be, you already have machines to do that. So you can put an archive anywhere you want, not necessarily Mount Makiling.
Is that the case for any kind of archive? I mean, considering this study was conducted in the early
Yeah,
90s.
1997, 98.
Right.
But of
so,
course, it's
of
already
course, technology has
As a matter of
evolved
fact, Mr.
since
Chair,
then.
at home, in our home, we have a dehumidifier to lessen the humidity in our rooms. So we don't have to, it doesn't have to be in Mount Makiling.
Right. So it was the assumption of the study that there was no technology that could generate or alter the humidity
Yeah,
needed.
no, at that time naman, it is, of course, the major consideration is the technology that will be put inside the building. But it will already help if the location has low humidity. Kasi alam naman natin sa Pilipinas na talagang mataas yung humidity natin. So,
Right.
it will help control or lessen or, abort the fast deterioration of films. Kasi alam natin na pag mataas ang humidity, yun, dun nag-o-onset na kaagad yung deterioration sa film materials.
Mr. Chair,
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, Kong Lianda.
I think what they are trying to say is that that is the ideal location. But it doesn't mean that it's the only location possible. But
And
that is
again,
ideal.
the study was conducted 90s. So technology has since evolved.
Yes.
So meaning the archive can be established anywhere,
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
It's a matter of resources, identifying land.
Mr. Chair, I agree.
Yes,
I think given
Ricardo.
the climate change, given that we have mountainous areas and more accessible areas as well, I think that could not only be the only option for this.
Yes. Other than the perfect humidity in the Makiling site, is there any other salient finding or feature in the study?
Because the study is really to identify where to best put a facility. So, yun lang po yung the beginning and end of the study.
All right.
Oh.
Mr. Chair.
So thank you for that. Yes,
Oo,
Kong
and
Goma.
ang ano lang po
Wait,
yan,
hold on.
at that time, the estimate given by the Locsin Associates was 200 million lang.
So again,
Hindi
it's
na
an
po siya.
outdated
Yeah,
study.
oo.
Yeah.
It already is a very
Thank you.
outdated.
Thank you, ma'am.
study.
Kong?
In my understanding of the study, is it correct to say that the ideal location, but not necessarily the building? There's no building to speak of. And this is the reason why, Mr. Chair, in the bill I filed, there are two options. We know that the film center is a condemned building, but sadly this is being used today. What needs to be done with the film center is really to take out that building, demolish it, and put up a new one, structurally strong as compared to what we have now. And then, second is, my suggestion, Mr. Chair, in this committee is to create a task force to help and assist the people from the CCP to fast track the plans of the CCP complex and what we should do about that whole CCP complex. Third is, once we're able to fund and put up a new film center, then the film archive can be put in that building. Temperature controlled, humidity controlled, and it's a very strong security for keeping and those treasures that we have in film.
The chair agrees with the recommendations of Kong. So again, hearing from CCP earlier, was it correct that the board generally agrees with the proposal to use the current film center as the site of the new archive, assuming that it will harmonize and synergize with current design plans and specifications?
To clarify, their statement is they are supportive of whatever it is that pertains to establishing a film archive. They will have to know the details. Kasi parang as of now, in the works pa rin yung complex development.
What's the timeline ba for the Manila Film Center? Are there plans to revive it or to rehabilitate it?
As of now, in our level, we really don't know because we are currently focused on reopening the CCP, which is under renovation
The main
right now.
center.
It'll open 2026, hopefully. Pero in the works pa, may mga changes kasi supposedly a new building will be set up there, yung the PEIC. Philippine Exhibition Complex, parang ganun.
And
It was postponed. It was
will
le-
will this new facility, which I actually have heard of in some capacity, will it also cover some of the area
it
in
will
which
not
the
push through anymore.
Manila Film Center is currently?
It will not push through anymore. So
Ah,
that's
so
the
the
change.
okay,
There
so
was no change.
the facility is no longer going to proceed.
Yes, at the CCP complex. It will be built somewhere else.
Okay.
So
So meaning where the current film center stands will not be um demolished in favor of building a new facility.
there's no plan as of now. As in our level, as of now, we haven't heard of any. As of now.
So how do you propose to proceed? I mean, given that this bill will likely be refiled in the next Congress and a site needs to be proposed, and all of the Kongs in this committee are in agreement that the site of the new film archive and museum should be the current Manila Film Center.
We would suggest to have an interface with the CCP Board of Trustees, or maybe if can give us a parang a plan or a proposal so that they can discuss, they can integrate it in the complex development plan. Kasi medyo vague din sa kanila eh.
Okay. And just to recap, the current film center is not being used for any other purpose. There used to be a show there, right?
Yeah.
So that show is no longer running.
Wala,
So-
wala nang less.
So there's nothing happening in the film center.
Storage siya ngayon of some of our
Storage for
CCP stuff.
CCP
it
storage.
it serves as CCP storage for your I see.
They're not using it because it is already condemned.
It's
If
currently
you take a look at
condemned.
the building, it really is moving, it's sinking.
Okay.
And Chair, maybe it might be ideal to also touch base with the FDCP because really the mandate for the establishment of an archive is vested on the FDCP.
That's
And
correct.
I know that there is already a plan and it's ongoing also for the establishment of that building in Intramuros.
That's right. So, thank you, Rachel. Can you just update us quickly about the timeline for the new archive in the Intramuros building that we broke ground on years back?
So, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Chair. So, for the Philippine Film Heritage Building, where it will house the Philippine Film Archive, based on the timeline provided by the DPWH, it will be completed by June this year, and hopefully we can transfer there by August. We're just installing the Cinematheque, which is supposed to be completed by August this year. And then the inauguration would be in September po, during the Philippine Film Industry Month.
All right. And what's the capacity for archiving of this new facility in Intramuros?
So there will be 6 vaults, and the vaults are insulated, and with HVAC facility that could be lowered its temperature to 5 degrees Celsius. And there's also an equipment for the humidity control.
So in comparison to the current archive,
Right now,
this will be a much better archive
definitely, Mr.
with a greater capacity to restore as well as to protect.
Yes, Mr. Chair. The current facility that we have, which we are renting at the Casino Espanol, we're just using the normal air condition equipment, and usually it broke down every month because of the temperature, and then because of the vinegar syndrome of the film elements. So usually we need to have it repaired every month for the humidity and the air conditioning equipment of.
So in terms of last question, Kong Richard, in terms of a long-term plan for archiving, will this current facility in Intramuros suffice, or do you see a foreseeable future in which it's not going to have enough of a carrying capacity? Because again, we have an opportunity to pass legislation that could possibly create an even bigger archive for FDCP and combine it with a museum in the film center, assuming it gets enacted into law. So, um, is there in the long term for this new Intramuros facility, do you see at some point reaching the limit of the capacity to archive?
Yes, Mr. Chair, because the current the one that we are building in Intramuros would only suffice for the holdings, the current holdings that we have, and maybe a little room for additional elements. But definitely, it will not be enough in the future. Although most of the films that are being done are already in the digital format, but of course, we still have more to recover and to preserve. Um, I think our chair has already been mentioning in several meetings that his own film collection, only 40% are could be retrieved and 60% are already gone. So hopefully we can still retrieve more from the producers that we have, from the filmmakers that we have. So definitely it will not be enough in the future, Mr. Chair.
Right. So just to put on record, the transfer to the Intramuros facility will just basically allow for the current status of the elements that you are archiving. It doesn't really allow for future expansion of more elements to be archived / restored. Kong Richard.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'd like to ask Ms. Villaluna, just for perspective, the existing facility that you have for archiving, is it bigger than this room or smaller than this room?
Smaller than this room.
Smaller. So, kulang talaga, Mr. Chair. Yung mga, you know, what is, for me, the first ones that we really need to preserve are the old films, the old stocks that we have from Tagalog Ilang-Ilang, from Sampaguita, from LVN. As compared to what is being produced now are digitally manufactured, no? And all those, ano lang, puro malita na data. Unlike what we have, what we need to really restore and archive are the film stocks. And ang dami nito. And it's sad because, you know, Mr. Chair, the reason that I'm so passionate about this is because I feel bad. Pagdating ng bagong taon, pagdating ng New Year, nakikita mo ginagawang turotot yung mga stocks natin ng films. Yes. Pag pumunta ka sa, let's say for example, in Divisoy or Quiapo during Christmas season, pag hinila mo yung turotot na yun, makikita mo, film. Film stock. Yeah. Pelikula talaga yung ginagamit doon. And that's the reason why we really need to fast track this problem. Yeah. And there is a big need for us to look for a big archiving facility.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so at least we are reassured that the archive in Intramuros will be much bigger than this room
Yes, Mr. Chair. Much bigger than this room and
to transfer all of your
current holding.
current holdings. Okay. Yeah. All right, noted. Okay, perhaps a question for DPWH. Based on the last meeting, were you able to kind of get an update on the status of the Manila Film Center? Is it possible to rebuild there, if ever, a new archive and museum?
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Upon inquiry po sa aming mga structural engineer, I was informed na there was no data on the stability of the building, and they are suggesting if the Congress can request that we can make an investigation so we can assess the current situation of the building.
We did request from the last meeting, didn't we? Or do you need that
in
informal writing?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know, Mr. Chair, if if we can really create a task force for what needs to be done. Like for example, in testing the film center, they really need a non-destructive test to check on the structural integrity of the film center. But looking at it in plain sight, makita mo talaga na the building is moving. Yeah. Yeah. So how do we go about that, Mr. Chair? How
Okay,
do we
so
create a task force?
so tama ba, the committee needs to write a formal letter to DPWH to be able to do a structural integrity check
Yes, Your
of
Honor.
the center. Okay, so the secretariat is so directed.
Noted, Chair.
And then, so what will happen? I mean, the findings can either go two ways, right? One is yes, it's still salvageable. The other one is it's condemned and you need to demolish, right? Those are the only two possibilities. Okay. So, if it's condemned, sorry, the inspection that you will do, will that include also the land, the soil test? Is that also part of your jurisdiction or is it another agency's?
Yes, we have a technical people that do the geotechnical survey.
Okay. So meaning, we'll also know for sure if pwedeng tayuan pa ng bagong facility yung Manila Film Center. Okay. Yes, Kong Leanda.
I'd like to know if anyone here can give us an idea of how much do we need to really put up an ideal and efficient archiving facility. Because I understand that we propose an appropriation of about 1 billion pesos. I'd like to know if this would be enough. Because if this would not be enough, then wala rin kasaysayan pinag-uusapan natin. Diba?
Yes,
Mr. Chair,
I think that task was given to one of the resource persons in the last hearing. Which agency is it? No, that was not for DBM to decide. That was a question for the specialist for archiving, if 1 billion will suffice.
Mr. Chair, in my understanding, if we are to be given a budget of 1 billion for a new film center, which will house also the archiving facility and other programs of the CCP, the 1 billion can be used as a start fund for the development. And then meron na tinatawag na annual parang annual funding, continuing funding for the project until it is
Yes,
finished.
that's correct. So that was also requested from DPWH. I was informed by the secretariat. We asked for a ballpark on how much it would cost to build this facility. So magkano? So were you able to sort of figure out how much it would cost?
Was not. That's not. For that particular.
Yeah, kindly speak into the mic.
Actually, Mr. Chair, was not discussed the specific concern. However, we can discuss
Were you the same resource persons who attended the last hearing?
searching.
Okay. So it's very unfortunate because each agency had clear tasks that they needed to accomplish so that we can move forward in this TWG. So basically, we are lacking data in order to move forward with this bill. So given that, and you can't generate that on the spot, of course, when will you be able to submit to the committee data on one, the test that you have to undertake, and then two, how much would it cost to build a facility, or reuse, adaptively reuse, if that's even still possible.
Richard,
Kong
not
Leanda?
only the amount to build the facility, but also the subsequent funding requirements. That's very important.
Yes. So meaning for the program,
Yes, yes.
for the facility, I think the program would have to come from FDCP. Assuming that a new facility is built for you that would service all the aims of this proposed legislation. It's archive and museum and cinema, and basically it's a one-stop shop for everything film. So Rachel, if you can submit to us at the soonest, to guide our colleagues here who will refile the bill in the next Congress, and then DPWH, yes, we will place a formal request, but then you also have to generate the data for the new facility.
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Based on this feasibility study, well, one of the minutes of the technical meeting, it says that for a land area in the estimated 30,000 square meters, the estimated cost in 1997 is 1.2 billion.
Mm-mm.
Yes,
As against 150 to 200 million in the plan.
Okay.
This is 1997. So
Yeah.
they can try looking at this study, because this study also contains the required rooms, the
Siguro
the
yung
offices.
let's start from the program. Pag may program na kayo, Rachel, FDCP, then ibabato yung program sa DPWH para magawan nila ng estimate kung magkano aabutin yung building. Oo. So, kunwari, kung cinema, ilang seater ba yung cinema? Diba? Kung museum, anong area, land area or space ang kailangan ninyo? And then, kung gusto nyo, doon na rin ilipat yung offices ng FDCP para yun yung headquarter nyo. Edi, basically, lahat yung laundry list nyo ng mga pangailangan para lahat ng program nyo ma-implement. Tapos, ipa-generate natin kung magkano aabutin.
Mr. IB.
As engineer,
I think we need to have a concept first, and also the exact location for that specific for us to determine.
you mean where in the Manila Film Center complex are we building this facility?
That the exact.
Yeah, that's what we've been talking about. We're eyeing that location for this new film facility.
Requirement.
Mm. Ayun na nga. So, exactly. The program buuin and then ipa-cost estimate sa DPWH kung magkano abutin yung building. And then that amount is what we will reflect in the bill. Okay. But we do need guidance from the CCP on how to proceed because, again, legislation will trump any of your administrative considerations. So if Congress so decides that it will be built in Manila Film Center, then you can either just propose your opposition or your support. Yeah. So likely you will be invited to attend the hearings in the next Congress for this bill. And then decide whether you are in support or not. Okay. BCDA was invited insofar as some other locations, right? That you might have ownership or access to where we can build the film archive.
Yes.
So Are there any such locations that you are offering or are available?
Mr. Chair, we are still